remember. So we went to see, I think, a band called These Animal Men, and somebody came up to us afterwards and said, "Do you want to be in a music video?" And this was the same group of mates: Sharon, Jenny, Courtney, Teresa, John, everybody. And we were, John was like, "Oh, we're not bothered. I've already been in the pop video, whatever." But, we went along, and it was the Oasis cigarettes and alcohol video. So I guess at the time, maybe they kind of picked people to be in these videos. So we went along to the cigarettes and alcohol video. It was at the borderline in off Regent Street. And they shot me for part of the video because I was in a band called Chicken, terrible name. And I had this T-shirt on with like a chicken, not a chicken on it, with like the KFC logo.
Right.
And I had to walk over there. I had to walk over to a male model and snog him. And we did all these takes of me going along and doing this model, snogging this model. It's funny. And I do remember me and my mate Sharon walked past Liam and Noel, and they said something like, "Oh, they've picked this video or something," because we had like short skirts on and boots.
Right.
It was funny. And then we were at the side of the stage when they were rehearsing, and I said to Tony McCarroll in between takes, because videos take hours, we were there all day. And I said to Tony McCarroll, I said, "What have you got on your drums?" Because he had some silencers on his cymbals. And then Noel turned around and said, "Well, why are you so effing interested?" And I said, "Oh, well, I play drums." And he said, "Oh, come on stage then, come and show us."
Right.
It was only a little stage. Remember, Oasis weren't massive at the time. I remember thinking, I quite liked the Blue Tones at the time. They were kind of at that level at the time. So I said, yeah, I'll show you. I'll jump on stage and play drums. So I went on stage and played probably about, I don't know, a minute or something, just a very simple drum beat. I think it was like Supersonic, and they jammed along to Supersonic with me. And then Liam came on stage and shook his tambourine. And then he said, "She's fucking great." He said, "Get her in, get Tony out." And guess what? Tony was out probably very shortly afterwards.
Yeah. You should have got in there.
Well, they probably thought if a female fan can jump on stage and play better than Tony, maybe he's not that great. I like Tony McCarroll as a drummer. I think he was a good drum, but I did speak to him at the video shoot for quite a long time, and he said, I'm quite a simplistic drummer." I liked it. I liked the early Oasis albums and Tony McCarroll's drumming, but there we go. But yeah, I did think the funny thing is, at the time, in those days, there's no video footage. There's no footage of me doing it. There's no photographs, because we only ever had phones. We had like Nokias, and nobody ever thought to film. Well, nobody ever took a camera. Well, maybe you'd have a camera, but you perhaps wouldn't think to. You weren't snapping pictures. You weren't on your phones all the time. So there's no video. Luckily, there's no video evidence of any of this stuff. Well, not luckily. I'd like video evidence of that, but there's no. All the Smashing nightclub. We've got some Polaroids, we've got some stuff that we printed. My friend actually got married there. She hired the nightclub again because we loved it so much, and I've got loads of photographs of that. But yeah, it's a lot of it's kind of gone into the ether.
I'm just watching this cigarettes and alcohol video now. I think I've got to. You got blonde hair.
No, I'm not in it. I swear to you, I'm not in it.
I just saw someone getting off with someone and thought it must be you.
Well, maybe I could have a closer look. I'm pretty sure it was cut from the video.
Oh,
the cab driver swears to me that, I don't know how we got into conversation, but he swears to me that there's a picture of a blonde girl on the drums at some Oasis exhibition, but I've never seen anything. I mean, if anybody ever listens to this and has got some footage, let me know. I don't think it was me.
But you had blonde hair at the time, though?
I had bleached blonde hair at the time, like white blonde, probably in pigtails at the time.
Pigtails, all right. I think this person's got a bob.
Yeah, I had a KFC t-shirt on.
Okay, I can't see any t-shirt.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Honestly, I looked, the video when it came out to see if I was in it, but the scene was cut. Somebody's probably got the scene somewhere. on some video somewhere of me going up to this model and whatever. But yeah, so
That's cool.
so yeah, it was cool. Enough though, I remember thinking at the time, oh, it'd be really good if this band got big. It'd be a really good story if this band got big, but obviously they did.
Yeah.
So so yeah.